Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Now, a lot of people, well, I say a lot of people, a few people have been wondering where the next episode of Rhapsody Nesbitt is, because it was a while since I last did it, but there's just been so much other content going on, and of course I started the new tier on Patreon for the Home Free fans, and I've just done a new reaction for them. But now it's the Scottish comedy fans on the channel, it's your turn now. The next episode of Rhapsody Nesbitt, which is called Property. So, let's just get into it and see what Rab is up to in this one. Let's go.
Right, let's see, the night's tea. Can I get to go with chips? Hamburgers. 24 big value hamburgers, only 99p. Only one. Govan hamburgers.
That's cheap.
Can damage your health. Govan hamburgers can damage your health. I could get a vegetable to disguise the taste. Spring on you, Chris. That'll do the trick.
That's the vegetable, is it?
Hello?
Mobile phone.
Right, all right, Rab, I'm coming. Eh? Yes? Over and out.
Excuse me, missus, do you know if this Jimmy Dow lives around here?
Oh, no, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't.
He looks dodgy.
Is that your final word then?
It's my body. It's a woman's right to choose.
But you didn't choose pregnancy. Pregnancy chose us. We're in this thing together, remember?
Well, that's just quite right. That's a rough area. They don't get you a midwife round here. They get you a bouncer. Shouldn't you want a wench? You shouldn't have one. Anyway, it's not you that's going to have the bringing up yet, is it?
Oh, isn't he Mr. PC? He can't even be bothered opening his eyes when he's lolling back planning my life.
I see things much better with my eyes shut. Anyhow, it's postmodern. It's no PC to be PC anymore, is it? Yet again, I have outflanked you with my superior logic. Where's that Evan mother of yours? I want my tea before I hit the pub.
You were saying about the joy of parenthood.
Look. She's where? I'll be right there.
Pervert! We know you're in there. We are just ordinary law-abiding people. We will string you up and gut you like a kipper if you don't shut up pronto!
Is it James there?
He's in there! Pervert out! Pervert out! Pervert out!
What's going on? Is it, what kind? Is it Weinstein type? Or Savile type?
Right, Mr. Nesbitt. Now, your wife's just been through a most stressful ordeal, and it'll require your utmost tact in the medium and long term if you're to help your wife get through this.
Is your name Billy Smart?
No.
Well, stop talking to me like as if I'm Ollie the bloody elephant. I'm here to
Ollie?
I'm here to collect my wife, so get your arse out my face and back above your neck again, where it belongs. All right, mate, all.
All right, Rab.
Wee cup of tea, maybe?
Wee cup of tea, Rab.
Bastard! If I get my horns on him, I'll kill him! I'll kill him!
Easy, Dad. Steady the buffs. Anybody would think it was you was attacked, no more.
I'm sorry, Mary. It's just the more I think about it, the more I feel it's not just you that's been violated. It's me that's been violated as well, you know.
Well, he got a bloody sight more than he bargained for if he tried to put his hand down your drawers, that's for sure.
Stick his hand in your drawers.
I don't want to talk about it.
She's had a hard enough time, Dad.
I'm sorry, Mary, sorry. I'm not asking you to talk about
What's
it.
going on?
I'm not asking you to talk about it. I'm just asking you to tell me everything. I mean, there's a difference, you know.
What for? What good would it do?
I'm not asking you to talk about it. I'm just asking you to tell me everything. There's a difference, you know, is there?
Asking you to tell me everything. I mean, there's a difference, you know.
What for? What good would it do?
Well, it would be cathartic. Wouldn't it be cathartic? Because you can watch Kayleigh, you watch her, and you see opera and all that. And that's how she come like us. Deal with situations like we sit down and we bond, and then you get up, you see, and you vomit your emotions into your TV times. And well, it's a cleansing thing, Mary. That's it. I'm just asking you to cleanse yourself. Sorry, Mary. That didn't come out the right way.
You want to listen to yourself now and again, because you don't have a Scooby-Doo what women go through.
Shut up! Your dad doesn't have a clue. At least his feelings are honest.
Repellent, but honest.
It's not enough that one animal treats me like dirt. Now I've got to fight you two for the right to own my own experience. I mean, who the hell do you think yous are?
The right to own your own experience? What the hell can I talk at that? Hey, I mean, this is real life here, is it? No, this is real. We're not talking a chat show here. I mean, do I look like Esther Ranson?
You're ugly enough.
If I said that, I'd be sexist.
No, if you said that, you'd be witty. Hello, I'd like to arrange an abortion, please. Do you take Provident?
Mary.
As far away from men as I can get.
Mary!
I still don't know what's going on.
I'm telling you, there's too many of these perverts around. We want to keep this town safe for respectable people.
Well, that rules you then, doesn't it? Do you mind getting interrupting a meeting at a Tofty club here?
I'd expect that for you. You don't care if a pervert moves next door to you. You don't care if our weans get molested.
If your weans are as ugly as you are, relax. You've got nothing to worry about.
Attitude. It's just as well for yous we are no violent women.
Wow.
Aye, you did 3 years for assault.
Our boy's a dealer. Our man get life for running a teacher through a mincer.
Aye. But at least they're no perverts.
So is it true about Mary, then?
What about Mary?
Well, from what I hear, there was a free kick in the edge of the box. Donnelly dummied Larson past the steps of extreme. Oh, is it still Ram?
What?
Edge of the box.
Then?
What about Mary?
Well, from what I hear, there was a free kick in the edge of the box. Donnelly dummied Larson past the steps of extreme.
A free kick on the edge of the box. And then I missed the rest.
Oh, is it still Ram?
Just the stupid fucking audience started laughing loud. That's the only flaw with these, pre-sort of 2010 shows, comedy shows with a live audience. If they start laughing while one of the characters is still talking, you can't hear what they're saying.
Donnelly dummied Larson past the steps.
Donnelly dummy.
Say him again, Nori.
No bother, Rab. Listen, Rab, I've been meaning to say, hell of a sorry to hear about Mary.
Me too, Rab. Me and the boys has just got it.
So what exactly happened, Rab?
Well, there's not much to tell. Boys stopped her, asked for directions, pulled her into a close and assaulted her.
God, I'd hate to think of some guy with my...
I knew he looked creepy. That's who... Right. Oh, poor Mary. Oh, that's awful.
Assaulted her.
God, I'd hate to think of some guy with my Stella.
Aye, me too. I mean, I get queasy if somebody just sits in my toilet seat, but my wife get...
All right!
Easy, Rab. I'll bring you drinks now, alright?
Rob,
What?
can I ask you something?
Aye?
Do I disgust you?
What? How can you even bring yourself to think a question like that, Mary?
Easy. You've come to bed with your suit on.
Making me so uncomfortable. Imagine that. See my memory this weather. What am I like?
All right, I'll buy that. Now, what about the welding gloves? Expecting a government contract for refitting your pyjamas or something?
All right, I admit it. I'm having trouble coming to terms with my feelings.
Oh, well, you could try coming to terms with mine. Because right now I've got feelings coursing through my body that Claire Rayner hasn't even got names for. So you can just get your bloody arse out of this bed and have a think about your attitudes, boy. Because right now my feelings could eat your feelings and still have what's left of your backbone for a pudding. So go on, bugger off.
Well, you don't mean that, Mary.
Out.
Fair enough. I have been caught in possession of a dodgy set of feelings. I mean, I wish I could be noble. I mean, it's not just her that's been violated. My idea of her has been violated. I mean, I put that woman, I put her on a pedestal. And I'll tell you, it wasn't easy getting that fat ass up there. I mean, I'm not a religious man, but I worshipped at the altar of my wife's body. I did. And do you know why? Because it was mine. I mean, I don't have a house.
I understand where he's coming from. Again, perhaps this show, it's a real issue. Bit of a crossover with Still Game, basing the plot of an episode around something very real and very raw. And I understand where he's coming from, but I don't think the majority of blokes out there react to something like this. Like this. Come on. I mean, surely it must be just common knowledge it's not her fault. She was assaulted. She was dragged into a fucking alleyway by that bloke, and yeah, come on. Most men wouldn't react to something like this. Like this, would they? I get the, what he said about, it's, what did he say? The idea of my wife. It's not just my wife that's been violated. It's the idea of my wife that's been, yeah. I get that, but, you can't take that out on her. She's literally an innocent victim in this.
The altar of my wife's.
This is when she needs her husband to be. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a religious man, but I worshipped at the altar of my wife's body. I did. And do you know why? Because it was mine.
And that, yeah.
I mean, I don't have a house, a fancy car or nothing. I had a woman. Low mileage, one careful owner. Then some dirty bastard breaks in here and takes her for a joyride. Oh, bloody hell!
Rushing it a bit, aren't you? Even in Govan, you usually get some courtship before they start sitting in your face.
What are you doing here?
I was having a rest before I go to my work. I've got a wee part-time job up the hot dog stand.
At this time of night? You get many customers?
Oh, they come and go. What about yourself? You still in spouse alert like me?
Oh, you worry. I know my wife. She'll in there right now, pacing up and down, wondering if she's been too hasty. Yeah. Then have a wee knock at the door, and she'll come creeping in here to say she's sorry.
Oh, you still here? Sod off!
I get it. I get what she's saying.
Government equivalent after 8 months, Times like these, you realise who your friends is, let me tell you.
What balmy bastard's that at this time of the night?
Rab! Wonder what he wants.
Has he got a loaf and a pint of milk with him?
Aye.
That means it's a dire emergency and he's flinging himself on us, his best friends, as a last desperate resort.
What'll I do?
Bolt the door, lock the window and come to bed.
You're Rab's best pal.
Exactly. Thanks, mate.
On second thoughts, Hurl a pail of shite on him, then lock the window and come to bed.
Sometimes I just don't understand you.
Ella! Might I remind you we're in the middle of something here?
Yeah, it looks like he was going to get into the middle of something.
Oh.
Bad timing.
Yeah.
I saw it too.
You'd think after all him and I's been through during the years, well, it would count for something. I mean, I've read Cosmopolitan. You're supposed to be as close to your mate as your wife, for God's sake.
Oh, I feel bad for
What's
him.
the matter with me? What's the matter with the world? Back when I met Mary, times were different. And my memory might be playing tricks on me, but...
Jings, but it's a braw life being a doctor, isn't it, Eric?
Aye, Lachlan, healing the sick, making a comfortable yet unobtrusive living.
Nothing vulgar, Eric?
Nothing vulgar, Lachlan, God forbid. And most of all, being respected by honest-to-goodness poor folk.
Thank you very much for healing me, Doctor.
A war with you, plucky tenement woman. It was only a wee bit thorn stuck in your paw.
Oh, a shame. Can I kiss the hem of your raiment, please?
I warned and fash yourself, and tell that husband of yours not to drink so much.
My husband's dead, sir.
Then he's no excuses. Away.
Why?
All the same, Eric, I detect worrying fault lines in the sociological profile of our society.
You mean all yon hippie nonsense? Dinna worry, Lachlan. Yon'll never reach Caledonia.
I'm all right. Yeah, bastards that you are.
God, what?
Yeah, bastards that you are.
To him!
Gang fight, Doctor. Two squads of governed hippies were having a right square go at one another. He's a leader off.
See what I mean?
The leader half.
It wasn't my fault, by the way. We were just having an argument about who was the most peaceful. Next thing you know, a fight breaks out, knives flash, and whole Nirvana broke loose.
Get him through to casualty.
It was then that it happened. I knew that I had to do something, so I plumped for some governed coquettishness.
I'm fucking acting his head.
Here's your work phone number.
I'm sorry, I don't have a pen.
Be my guest.
Govern 3, 4, 8, 7.
Well, we start.
She used the blood.
The date.
So he met his wife while he had an axe sticking out of his head. Am I supposed to read anything into that?
Well, we started dating. But you know women, emotional impresarios. They no sooner discover you than they're trying to reinvent you.
That's brilliant, isn't it, man? Imagine them putting a man on the moon, man.
I bet you they couldn't fit one behind the wheel of a corporation bus more than once in an hour.
No, I'm cool enough. Especially when I sniff.
I love when sitcoms do this, you know. Do something with the characters that shows them back in the old days when they were younger. And if it's like the 60s or the 70s, they just give them ridiculous hair, moustache or something. And Still Game did it with the New Year's party.
No, I'm cool enough.
It looks like Paul McCartney.
Oh, you boy.
No thanks, Ram. We've got some LSD in for our tea tonight. Come round later and expand your consciousness if you like.
I need to keep myself narrow tonight. Going out with the bird later, you know.
You've got a bird? Lucky bastard.
Aye, but we get to transcend the material world and manifest our spiritual essence in an all-embracing union with the cosmos.
Sure, but it doesn't beat lounging in a settee with your digit up a gusset.
Especially if it's somebody else's gusset.
You still wanting that fat
His
ass,
eyes
man?
are massive.
Ah, you mean the one that gives you the knock back? Huh. Best thing I ever did.
Robert! Robert!
Told you I could smell beaver, didn't I?
Thank God I caught you. Guess what, Robert? Great news. My boss's wife's had a heart attack and he gave us his 2 tickets for Dave D's Rosie Beaky Mitten Tits. If we go now, we'll be in time. Come on.
I can't. I'm going up to Maryland with Jamesy.
Oh, Jamesy will no mind. You can go up to Maryland any time.
Here's your bush strap, what do you say? Is you her or me?
Deal's a deal. I can't let my pal down.
Good man, that.
Fair enough. You know what you can do, well, don't you?
Aye, you know what you can do and all.
I certainly do. Jamesy, you want to come?
Thought you'd never ask. Oh, see, Robert.
You
Have a Harlem shuffle for me.
lousy bastard.
You hungry, pal? You have a very hungry. Hey, and that's no all. Look, I've a loaf, and it's still nice and soft. Maybe double up as a pillow, eh? I'll tell you. If I get divorced this week, I could be back with a tea set and a toaster. All the best.
He is a good man. Rab's a good
Well,
man.
pal, looking for business?
You'd have to give me a written estimate. Be an insurance job, you know.
Look it off, eh?
I think I made a friend there. Tell you what, I could murder for a doss house. Excuse me, hen, I'm looking for...
Business, sure, it's 50 pence for tea, coffee and lovely hot dogs.
I knew it.
I still can't take this in. I know what you meant when you said your customers come and go.
It was for your own good. I was trying to protect you from the wicked way.
Come and go. That could be. You know, she's part of a, like a clique of them doing this. They could call that. They could call the business that. Come and go.
You said your customers come and go.
It was for your own good. I was trying to protect you from the wicked ways of the world.
I'm not a kid, you know.
That's my point. At your age, the shock could have gave you a stroke. It's bad enough watching you eat a fish supper with both sides of your face swarting without having to tie a nose bag to your ears.
Now that far behind the times.
Where did you buy your trainers?
Butter.
No further questions. If you'll excuse me, I'm a working mother in the making.
I can't believe this. A pregnant woman on the Skype.
Yeah.
You know that makes my son a pimp?
I know. I'm getting him dreadlocks and a white BMW for his Christmas. They just you keep your yap zipwigast, you hear?
I mean, he doesn't know.
I'll be packing this in just as soon as I've enough dosh to buy a new pram. My secret horror's that it's triplets and I'll have to work until I'm 70. You get a bed for the night?
I don't want your charity, I don't want your charity. Here's your charity.
Here's a spare key, my dad.
I don't want your charity. I don't want your charity. Gives your charity.
New gaff. Try and be quiet, he'll be in his pit.
I still don't get this. 3 days ago, you didn't want this way. Now you're out in the game for it. What changed your mind?
That's my business. If you'd changed yours, you might still have a wife and a roof.
Let me guess, it's not gashes. She's been doing this longer than it appears, and it's not gashes, baby. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Now mind and be quiet. My dad's elderly like yourself, no?
Oh,
cheeky cow, elderly.
What's that you're saying, Mary? You're what? You're what? Oh!
In the summertime, when the weather is hot,
I can't have a baby.
I know, that's the wonder of me. What's the
women, you
problem?
got women on your mind.
A baby would hate me. I mean, I hate me. You hate me. Even although you're in thing with me.
Love.
Thing
For
me.
God's sake, keep your voice down. This is Glasgow. They think you're a poop if you fall in love with a woman round here. And you know get...
Keep it down. This is Glasgow. They think you're a poof if you fall in love with a woman round here. The contradictory nature of that gag.
Get rid of it.
I love it.
I'd sooner get rid of you.
You wouldn't.
I think you're a puff if you're in love with a woman.
In that case, there's only one thing for it.
Oh, aye, what's that?
Mary Regan, will you marry me?
Oh, it's shite. Why you? Daniel, do you
We
want
used
to
to sing
dance?
this at City. Super City.
It's true to say, yeah. There's nothing like a good night's kick for getting your troubles into perspective. Eh? I mean, you go to sleep singing the Leonard Cohen songbook and you wake up giving it New York State of Mind.
There he is!
Ram, I see you've met the neighbours.
He's the pervert.
Go on, Mary. I want you to open up. What was it you were saying about Rab again?
I was just saying, James.
Wait a minute. You see, cause it's because Rab C. Nesbitt's become such an unregular part of the schedule now, I'm forgetting the stories. Is it that lad who's fucking off his rocker and just keeps saying Cocoa Pops? Didn't he do something with an underage girl in the last episode? Or am I... Is that what's... I can't remember. Because now it seems familiar. That, you know, that idea seems right in my head. Pervert, people outside the house, pervert. Now I've seen that it's Gash's wife's parents' house, dad's house. The idea of that mong, for lack of a better term, being the pervert, fits. Because for some reason, the idea... I remember him doing something in a previous... I can't remember.
Underneath it all, I thought I'd married a man that loved and supported me. All he cares about's himself. Looks like I'm going to be breaking in the first cliché of the new millennium, eh? My husband doesn't understand me.
Just don't lump all men together, Mary. I mean, I'm a feminist myself, you know. I understand women. Well, I should have shagged hundreds of yous.
Jamesy, this is no time for jokes.
Oh.
I understand women. Sure, I've shagged hundreds of years.
Is that you, Mary Hen?
Aye, just one more drink, that'll be me.
Drink isn't the answer, Mary.
It's not even the question, Ella, I know that.
No, it's not the answer, but it helps. Leave people alone.
But right now, the only sleeping pill that works for me is prescribed by Dr. Buckfast.
Dr.
Cheers.
Buckfast.
Mary. Phone hen.
Eh? Hello?
Mrs. Nesbitt, WPC boy.
Look
I've been
who it
trying
is.
everywhere for you. I wonder if you could pop in, please. There's someone we'd like you to take a look at.
Here, there you go, Rab. It's a funny old world and no mistake, eh? Certainly is in your case, Dan. So what's the score? Are you a pervert or what? Rab, do I look like a pervert? Looks are no guarantee these days, are they? I mean, look at me. I've got a mind like a sewer, but to the world, I'm Mr. Chuckles, your local fat happy bastard.
I'm Mr. Chuckles, your local fat happy bastard.
Oh, a misunderstanding, Rab. You want to know the... Look at me. I've got a mind like a sewer, but to the world, I'm Mr. Chuckles, your local fat happy bastard. Oh, a misunderstanding, Rab. You want to know the truth? I was stitched up by an ex-lover.
So I was wrong, it wasn't right.
She was jealous when I traded her in. You know what women are like. Do I know just? Actually, I don't. I think that's half my trouble.
Ah, there he is. Right, here's the plan. We stove his head in, humanely with a brick. And then, just before he dies, we force him to forgive us. That way there'll be no irritating problems later on with conscience, bloody pervert.
I bet he's no pervert. I bet he's a paedophile.
I'll bet he's worse than a paedophile. I bet he voted no at the devolution referendum. Let's get him!
I bet he's worse than a paedophile. I bet he voted no at the referendum. Yeah, I know how big that referendum thing is to you Scottish people. It wouldn't surprise me if there are a few people that reckon people who vote no for Scotland to leave Britain are worse than paedophiles. Especially considering how many people supported that bill a couple of years ago. What was it? MAPs. MAPs. There were people supporting that on a massive scale.
No at the devolution referendum. Let's get him!
Obviously, you know, I'm being facetious. I know you're good people.
Like it, Rob.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, it's a laboratory.
Goodbye, Tweety. Cocoa Pops! Cocoa Pops is coming, son. Cocoa Pops is coming.
Cocoa Pops?
Mrs. Nesbitt, is that him?
Aye, that's him, all right. Apart from the horns, the tail and the glowing red eyes.
What?
Nah, Ned. Who's that with him?
His mother.
Poor woman. Is it all right if I get home now?
Well, will there be someone there waiting for you?
Touching a bit of a sore point near him, but I'll be all right.
Mrs. Nesbitt, your husband's here.
Ella, tell me you were up the pig trough. Thanks, pal. I didn't mean to sound... Tell me you were up the pig trough.
Pig trough.
Thanks, pal. I didn't mean to sound patronising there, you know.
Pig trough.
You have pushed it right to the edge this time, Rab Nesbitt.
It was me that fell off it. And I am doing my best to pull myself back up again now. Come on. You're going to use a horn?
Oh, I must be a right mug.
Shite. I thought you hadn't noticed. I'm sorry.
Come
on.
Aww. Large body, please, Norrie.
There is
Celebration
love.
time, eh, kid?
There's
What are you
love
home
there.
for?
Well, judging by its lineage, anything you don't have to milk or throw a saddle over will be a bonus.
Wacky guys. No, I don't mind what it is, as long as it's normal. Oh, my tab, Norrie, eh?
Normal. That leaves a fair margin for error round here, eh?
All right, sis. I hear congratulations are in order.
Aye, the leaf's in order and more like it. The blood tests were negative. That's why I'm having it.
You need to get right down the bottom line. There is no bottom line. We kid ourselves on we're rational beings, but what we really are is open wounds on legs. See, if you want to stay rational, take a tip from me. Don't live. Because see, if you do, one wee dunk for the cloven hoof of fate, I'll send you squealing like a stuck pig. Let's face it, who wants to shag a hunter with a back bacon? In a kind of perverse way, It was a compliment to her that I should be such a petulant, angry, selfish bastard. I mean, she should thank me for that, you know. Mind you, it's not a theory I'm willing to put to the test. I don't fancy my balls getting served up in a cocktail stick with my next pint, you know what I'm saying? All right, May. Fancy a wee cuddle?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, Ab. Don't think we're ready for that yet, do you?
No, I suppose no. Come on, let's way up the road.
Mrs. Nesbitt, you know Stein? The karaoke will be starting soon.
No, you're all right, Hen.
Wayne's, eh? They don't know what's in front of them.
If only you knew what was behind us.
Mona.
Oh, Rab.
Out.
Out. Oh, do you know what? That was a really good episode. I love the ones they do like this, that's got a bit of depth to it, you know, a real emotional depth. Just adds an extra side to it. But as I said, you know, they break up so many times over the last 7 series. But you can't deny that they love each other and care about each other, you know. They always end up back together. And I love that. It is a really, really good show. I really enjoy it. And I love how it's had serious parts. I love that they had that in. Just makes you appreciate it more and on other levels. Not just for its comedy aspect and satirical content, but also the fact that it's got a bit of real life shit happens, even in comedy worlds, sort of side to it. You know, that's what made Only Fools and Horses so loved, because it wasn't all life's hilarious for this family. You know, there was real shit going on. Their granddad died. Their uncle died. Del Boy constantly going on about his mother and how he misses her. And Rodney, you know, it was touched on about how, because he only had her for the first 5 years of his life, that he felt cheated. You know, it just adds something a bit extra to shows like this and makes you appreciate it all the more. And I really like that. Really good episode. Really, really enjoyed that. Fantastic. So, yeah. I guess that's the end of that one. Hope you enjoyed it too. I suppose it's one of the strongest episodes I've seen so far, not just in the 7th series. I mean, so far, it's one of the strongest. It just reminded me a bit of Mother again, you know, because I'll never forget my reaction to the scene where he's in the hospital room where his mother's, you know, lying dead, and he just goes off on that monologue. Absolutely blew me away. Incredible acting. It wasn't like that in this. You know, there was no long-winded, deep emotional speeches. There was a little speech from Rab, but there was a little taste of that, you know. And I'm happy, whether it's one big long speech or just a little bit here and there like this one. works great both ways. Really, really good. So, yeah, thanks already for watching this. Please do like the video and subscribe if you're new. And let me know what you think about this episode. Do you agree with what I said about it and how adding drama to a comedy series makes it better? Or not? You know? Let me know if you agree with that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good night.